everybody, welcome back to my channel. In keeping with the Halloween spirit, we're going to be doing messages from your loved ones that have crossed over. As we know, Halloween is the time when the veil between us and the other side is the thinnest. So you will receive a lot of synchronicity and messages during this time from loved ones that have crossed over and your ancestors. So pay attention and listen to what comes through, because everything has purpose, everything. And our human mind can only comprehend, an inkling of those messages that come through. So this is why meditating is great, because it helps you to really process and see the patterns and messages that the universe and your loved ones are sending you. So, now that that is out of the way, before we begin, I would like you to take 3 deep breaths and, to connect and ask to connect with your loved one, to receive a poignant message that is meant just for you. And the way we're going to do this today is we're going to do it the way I always do it. You pick a card, pick your card. So you can either do 157, 248, 369, or you could pick the side of the pumpkin, the center with the witch and the owl, or you can pick the skeleton owl area, wherever you're guided to. So, you got the skeleton, the owl, you got the witch and the owl in the center, you got the witch and the pumpkin over here. So however you're guided to pick. Now, this is going to be a cohesive reading as well. So it's not just going to be one reading. So you can pick 1 or 2, or you can pick all 3. It's going to be a cohesive reading. I have a feeling that all the messages are going to resonate with you. But there will be a particular message in whatever section that you pick for you. Okay? So, once again, 3 deep breaths and select your cards. Okay. 1, 5, and 7.
Temperance in reverse. Making sure becomes entwined with the Hierophant cards today. Forgiveness. Become the dragon. Teamwork.
Okay. Now that it's nice and in order here. Okay, so I'm going to immediately, I see unforgiveness. I see holding on to pain and not forgiving. And they want you to forgive. But let's play a song. So their song for you is Coldplay Magic. And it's got 333 likes. Very cool. Don't want anybody else but you. No, I know it's true. Don't want anybody else but you. Oh, I have a feeling that you lost somebody and they're not replaceable. You don't want anybody else. Whether this be a relationship that you lost, or friendship, or grandparent or parent. Like, nobody can take their place. Holding on to anger about this, it's asking you to forgive. It's asking you to forgive. You have to remember the magic of the universe. You have to remember the synchronicities. Like I said in the beginning of the video, and this video is going to take me a little longer because I really want to slow down. I usually talk really fast, and I've been guided to slow down today. So it's asking you to not let the past weigh you down. Don't let the difficult old memories resurface and hold you back. Look at what you need now in the positive. But it's also asking you to be patient with yourself, not just with yourself, but with others. Both the temperance and the forgiveness card came through. So that is telling me there is teamwork to be done, and you're not forgiving somebody. People were wearing false masks in front of you. They were befriending you for the wrong reasons. And it's asking you just to let that go. Or maybe you wore a false mask with this person. But look we got 5-5 here, and that's 5. So 5-5-5. This is freedom. This is this gateway opening up to the other side. This is their chance to cross over. And they really want you to let them go. They really want you to not let them go as in never forget about them, but really let go of the grief aspect and know that you'll see them again, because grief closes our heart. And they want you to know that they're still on your team. They have not left. It's so much easier for them to help you from the other side than it is from here, because when they are here, it's more of a ghost feeling. There's really not much they can do here when they're in ghost form. So when they're on the other side, it's easier for them to make their way back to earth in all different forms and aspects of nature and people, speak through people. Have you ever talked to somebody and you receive a message that was, I just got heart pain. So I don't know if this person had something to do with heart issues, but I don't know if this is broken heart or I don't know what's heart. And I'm having a hard time breathing as well. So life support. When you get that anxiety and you can't breathe. But anyway, so people, when we pass away, you come down and you talk through other people. You channel a message to somebody and the person receives it. It's easier to be done that way than when it is in ghost form. In ghost form, when I'm connecting with ghosts, it's just a lot of unresolvedness, not letting go, hard to communicate with them. Or they're very adamant about things, they're not very open. I can tell when somebody's still in ghost form because the vibration is very earthly still, versus when they're on the other side, it's more of a very loving, to the point message. Okay, so let's look at forgiveness, and I love it. It's this beautiful, it looks like a white rose. So, but if you notice, he's got the thumb, let's do it this way, the thumb. So there's 4. Whatever 4 means to you. 4-3. DMV. I don't know why that popped up. DMV. Like I said, not all messages will be for you, but there will be the ones that are for you. So there's various messages here for various people. So some of it might not resonate. So just take with you what resonates. But DMV. I got something about the DMV. Maybe somebody's about to get their license or is thinking about getting their license, a 16-year-old. Okay. Sorry. So, it's asking you to forgive yourself as well. It takes a big person to apologize. When we hold grudges, the negative energy is incredibly toxic. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So when you harbor feelings of revenge or anger or envy or anything, it's important to move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for your own health and well-being. That's how you stay in this ghost format, I guess, you have unresolved issues, and unforgiveness, when you're holding on to unforgiveness, holding on to grudges, that isn't unresolved. So you linger in the ghost state afterward. So this is why it's imperative to work on all these things before crossing over, before leaving, because you just want to be able to be free. And this card is about freedom. So whoever is here just wants you to be free with them. And they want you to become the dragon, whatever that means to you. You know, we know dragons have deep significance in many, many things. But let's go with 41, Mermaid in a Koi Pond. So, due to a time of camouflage stasis and dormancy, you have forgotten who you are. Now you have outgrown what once was safe haven. It's time to move on, for you are stagnating in your current position and circumstance. There must be fresh water brought in, because there is no longer enough room for you to grow. It is time to break free and take the next challenge. Energy that you feel lack at the moment will flow to you. You have great courage within you, and you are much more than you seem to be at present. You must take a great journey upstream to find the place where you will prosper, flower, and grow into dragonhood. So they really want you to begin this new journey now. And we got another 5 over here, 14, so it's the mirror. So whenever I see mirror, it's twin. It's the twin. It's looking in the mirror of yourself. So this person was a lot like you. You know. I'm almost seeing they were a lot like you. Okay. We're going to go to 14. And I'm not going to read all the cards. I'm just going to read them visually. Because if not, I'd be here forever. And but if you want a more in-depth reading, feel free to contact me for a personal video for you. So it's talking about to focus on your hard work and create your own style. So rediscover your individuality. They're both saying the same thing. It wants you to be authentic and befriend people, not for what they can give you, but for what you can co-create together. So, almost feeling the feeling of being used. Use somebody is a song that's just popped in my head. It doesn't want you to use somebody. And always befriend from the heart. So instead of networking, befriend. Know the difference. And let the person know that the intentions for the meeting, for the friendship. Okay? Because then we have teamwork. So when you're honest with people and you're rediscovering, now you can work together honestly. There are no hidden strings attached. There's nothing, hidden. And that's going to lead to lavish abundance. Over here with the Emperor. 3, which is the Holy Trinity. When two people come together, they create this beautiful Trinity. So you got the two people, and then they create this, the top of the pyramid, this beautiful light. So it's co-creating. It's I'm almost seeing the coven, a witch's coven. The synergy of 3, the synergy of 3 or more people coming together. So whatever that means to you, it's the Empress, and it's spending time in nature, creative artistic projects. You have the Midas touch right now, and it's asking you to believe in yourself. Really believe in yourself. And it's all about balance, the mind, body, spirit. It's on page 22 as well. That's the twin flame number. So it's asking you to tap into your creative aspect and create with others. But it's forgiveness is the key aspect here. Where there was lacking in forgiveness. It's asking you to forgive the other person. Communicate with them. If you can't contact them, just forgive them. You don't have to be in contact with somebody. You don't have to communicate with somebody to forgive them. It's a beautiful forgiveness ritual. It doesn't need anybody but you. Okay? So, moving on. So, and it's almost seen like therapy, teamwork. When you work with a therapist, I'm highly suggesting not to go to a traditional therapist for people that are very intuitive or communicate with the other side, or because they will label you as schizophrenic sometimes when you tell them that you're hearing, the other side. So you really want to find a holistic healer who also has, a degree in healing of some sort, or maybe just is really good at communicating and talking. So they will help you with the signs and synchronicities that arise after someone passes away. Because I have a feeling there's a lot. And so I don't know if 555 means anything to you, but it is there. And there's a little cat here. There's always a little cat. And I think that's lavender. So there might have been lavender associated with this person. Flower smell, lavender. There's flowers over here as well, so that's 3 flowers. And there's a wisdom about, this person. But what they really want to say is, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. It's funny, when I first came over here and I had a chance to look back at my earthly life, I realized the way in which my own insecurities and fears held me back from expressing the true innermost parts of my heart. I was so caught up in my own day-to-day life that I didn't take the time to express myself like I should have. If you could look up to the sky right now, you would see "I love you" written by the clouds and colored by the stars. From my spiritual perspective, I know all of the little things you did quietly for me, and I can't thank you enough. Love continues to live on in your heart, and together we can be reassured that it can never die. Love never dies. It is the most powerful force in the universe. It keeps going. It keeps the world going. Without love, this does not exist. I'm guided to pull this card out because I have a feeling this has a message for somebody. This little puppy in a pocket. It almost looks like a Boston Terrier. And we have the owl for wisdom and the all-seeing eye, which means that they are watching you every time. No matter what, they're always there watching. And I'm seeing lizards, these lizards everywhere. Mixing. I'm seeing mixing. Rituals. Trying to connect with them. Frog's legs. It's interesting that the witch came up. The witch up there. Okay, be careful where you step. Now, I'm going to move to, I will always point you in the right direction. And so I'm seeing that somebody has a fork in the road, deciding where to go, left or right. If we look at this compass, it's almost like saying, create your own path. You don't have to go left. You don't have to go right. Go center. Create your own path. Forge your own path. It's off track. It's not, sure, it doesn't have a pathway, but you could still go through and create your own path. There's a story. So the other day I went to this nearby my house, and we had to walk back because traffic was just crazy. And it was about a mile walk, but you can take half a mile off of that walk if you just cross through the railroad tracks. So it was pitch dark. You couldn't see anything. But you could see that the train, by the time we got to the train tracks, the train was already there and it was coming and it was miles long. And we figured, oh man, we just have to walk all the way around again. And we were kind of pretty bummed. But then it started slowing down. And now we thought, we really have to go around because now it's going to be blocked. Like we were going to wait for it, but now we have to, go around. But there was this couple in front of us, and as soon as it stopped, the guy just went up to it and pulled down a ladder off the side and just jumped up the train and crossed over with his girlfriend. And so that gave us the courage to cross over the train instead of going all the way around and making it harder for ourselves. We had to be brave and hope and have faith that the train wasn't going to start moving when we got on the train. And we used logic as well, because it does take a train a very long time to not only stop, but to speed up. So we knew we had time. We knew we had plenty of time to cross over. So what was the rush? So we took our time and we crossed over the train track. And that is the metaphor for a lot of things. There are shortcuts, even though everybody's going to tell you have to take the long way. There are shortcuts. You just have to be brave to take them. And had that couple not been brave before us and led the way, had they not created their own path, then we would have had to go all the way around and wasted our time. I mean, would have still got to the same destination, but it would have took us much longer. So there are shortcuts, and it takes teamwork. So we are grateful that that couple was in front of us to guide us through. Teamwork. It's going to lead to so many great things. And I have a feeling trains, I'm seeing like Thomas the Train. Thomas the Train is popping up. So yeah, it's magic, man. The magic of three. And the song was Magic by Coldplay. And we have the magic of three right here. So yeah, let's get to the last message, which is I will always point you in the right direction. Although I am not God or an angel, I do have the ability to guide you. Keep in mind that I'm not privy to the all-knowing wisdom of the universe. For that, you'd want to consult God, which you can do just by asking for help. However, I do have the benefit of all my earthly lessons, which taught me a lot. I also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. So you can think of me as a trustworthy confidant who you can turn to for advice. Please know that I'll do all I can to guide you toward what's best for you. I've learned how to get my own ego out of the way and focus upon helping you and others from a place of pure love. You'll notice the signs that I send to you through your feelings, dreams, and other reminders to think of me. Yes. The signs are there. It's asking you to quiet your mind and listen. When our mind is constantly scrolling through social media, online, watching TV, we don't really have a chance to quiet our mind to allow for the sacred information to come through. So it's asking for that. And yeah. Okay. Whoa. Sorry about that. And all these fives, 555, ENW, WEN, NEW, new, when. I don't know, whatever that means to you. So, thank you so much. That was 157. The main message was forgiveness. Whatever you're holding on to forgiveness that you think that somebody did to harm or hurt you or your loved one, forgive. You want to see your loved ones again, you need to forgive, because if not, we stay in limbo in a sense, So it's time to forgive and forge your own path using teamwork. Have faith. Okay, moving on to 2, 4, and 8. I hope that resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. And if you would like your own personal reading, feel free to message me. And we can get you your own personalized messages from heaven reading. Moving on. 248. Okay. Whoa, 2 waters. Okay. If you pick 248, let's see what your song is. Oops. Whoa, 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 whoa. The phone is going crazy right now. It's just starting to do its own thing. So it was Listomania, Phoenix, which is the Phoenix Rising. Whoa. So, Phoenix, Listomania, Golden Phoenix. You could not ask for a better synchronicity to start this reading. Wow. I'm a little in awe of that. Okay, so beautiful synchronicity, the Golden Phoenix and Listomania by Phoenix. So that is the transformation. That is the last 157 that I did, the reading. 555 came through, which is freedom, which is transformation, which is change, which is saying hello to your old, to the new, saying hello and goodbye, you know. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. And so 2 of earth, 4 of pumpkins. So I'm seeing somebody that was, I'd say the word is miserly. A lot of focus on money. Penny pinching, almost. Grow your own fruit, food, vegetables type of person. I'm seeing this little pumpkin guy, and he's, you know, he's a watermelon snap pea. He's got weed around his neck. So a lot of green. Interesting. And usually the 4 of Pentacles is somebody who's very focused on money and security in this lifetime. So I don't know if that is you or that is them, but that is that. That's who's coming through at this moment. They were very wise, though. And, you know, we get the owl. So if you picked the center, which this is the center card, the owl was the center, another beautiful synchronicity. So we have 2 synchronicities that involve an owl and the phoenix. And it is the aspect of when people pass away, we gain a wisdom and insight from their death, from their passing. Because I don't say death. I don't like to say death. Nobody ever dies. We just cross over to another dimension, another amazing adventure, depending on the life we lived here. So, think less, but see it grow. And how I'm talking about, I'm seeing growth. I'm seeing green. I'm seeing planting vegetables, a garden. I'm seeing planting of something. Think less, but see it grow. Not easily offended, know how to let it go. From the mess to the masses. So it's knowing how to let go what's going on around you. Almost being online and seeing what's happening and talking to them and saying, can you believe that this is, you know, man, they're lucky that they left because they're not seeing the mayhem and that's happening right now. But it's transformation. We all change. We all evolve. We all rise from the phoenix. We go through this grief process and we think that we'll never love again. We'll never love anybody as much as we love that person. But it's not that we never love anybody as much. We just love people differently. We learn to love people differently after we've lost somebody. We've learned to appreciate them. Some people don't learn. I have learned that doing this work. People lose people and they don't learn from it. They don't learn the lesson. This person sacrificed so you could learn this lesson, and by not learning the lesson, their death is in vain. So it wants you to learn. Okay, so we're going to go to the owl, and Listomania is an interesting song. So, should the owl come looking for you this Halloween, it indicates the need for wise counsel or further information before you make a decision. Yes, this is coming up over here as well. Decisions being made. So, they're noting that there are decisions being made. Collision between, this is talking about the decision. There's a collision happening over here. So, considered action is warranted. Think before you act emotionally and ensure you think strategically, not impulsively. So I have a feeling that there was an argument with family or with somebody. Insurance, family, Social Security, stuff like that. And once again, I'm having a hard time breathing. So that happened in the first reading as well. So maybe you picked the other reading as well. I'm not sure. Okay, so I feel like I want to read collisions first. I'm guided to do collisions first. There may be arguments, even anger situations and fights at the moment. Withheld energies are being freed so they can be released. You will uncover the truth about a situation, and no one can lie when this angel is about her work. Any lies, deception, manipulation, and cheating will be revealed. The most important objective for you when the storm angel is about to speak truthfully is to speak truthfully and to act in integrity, as all is about to become very transparent, and her fierce bright light will reveal all that is hidden so that it can be banished for good. Yes, so during this time that's happening right now, this awakening period that people are going through, a lot of telepathy is awakening in people, and they are seeing the truth of situations. So if you're having arguments or discussions, you're seeing the truth when somebody's lying to you, and it's making you angry because people's true colors are coming out. When people die and arguments happen, people's true colors come out. And as easily as you say hello to them, you say goodbye to them. They're asking you to let that go. And tears will cleanse the soul. And almost a feeling of like you're never going to see them again. Sorry if I'm out there today, but I haven't done one of these in a while, and so many messages were coming through that trying to fit them together has been difficult. A lot of people are having communication problems, whether they're talking and then all of a sudden they just they lose focus, or they just stop what they're saying mid-sentence. I have a feeling that's happening a lot. So Storm Angel, I'm also seeing a lot of intuition. So this is where the intuition comes in, where you're calling people out on their stuff, and it's asking you not to do that. Too much going on right now. The need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So let's get off of the need to be right. It's asking you to let go of the need to be right and a more playful approach. So the Golden Phoenix, which was the Listomania song that also came through Phoenix, so something about a phoenix rising from the ashes, or Phoenix, Arizona, or Phoenix, I think there's a Phoenix in Egypt. So passion and desire, will and force, and a new intelligent direction are all on your agenda. Health and fitness are also part of your new theme. Firing up your metabolism is a very strong desire and a sacred duty. You can become stronger, fitter, leaner, and healthier. The Golden Phoenix does not speak of having a certain type of body, but he will show you how to recreate that which you have been gifted with. Health. It can be reinvigorated. You may learn to run faster, play a sport, or take up yoga. Your physicality can be reshaped with the Golden Phoenix. You reach new levels of athleticism. If you follow the Golden Phoenix, one's advice, your own body will be at its most harmonious and comfortable. So, candles, lighting fires, and meditating on purifying your diet and following through on the Golden Phoenix's message will help you recreate yourself. So it's almost like when we lose somebody, we want change. We want to be our new us. We want to take this pain and transform it into something beautiful. From chaos comes clarity. So 43 popped up again. The number 43 popped up in the last reading. Whatever that means to you. I know in Pager Code that means love you. So there's a lot of love. And there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen I'm seeing. a lot of cooks in the kitchen and we only need a chef. So you know what is right, you know what is best. Have a playful approach. Let's see what Two of Earth has to say. The need to balance your budget, you know. Now that when we lose somebody, we do have a lot of things that, expenses and stuff. You know, we want change, we want to transform, we want to move, we want to do things. And, you know, this is asking you to focus on balancing, and not just your budget, but balancing yourself, connecting with nature. Stay open to creative ideas. If you're struggling to make a choice, try a more playful approach. If you lighten up, you may easily find the answer. And if you're considering a career change, it's asking you to keep your current job and slowly transition to a new one. And I know it's frustrating having to do two things at once. You really just want to just have your thing, but it's not making you happy. And it's asking you to cry. I'm seeing water. I'm seeing Hawaii. Every time I see that, that's Hawaii to me. We will be together again soon. However Hawaii pops up to you. Let's get to messages. The message from your loved one, which is tears cleanse the soul. I'm still having a hard time breathing. So whatever, there might be some lung issues or chest. I'm feeling like my chest is having a hard time breathing. So life support, chest compressions. Okay, tears cleanse the soul. When you cry, I'm even closer to you, hugging and reassuring you. Sometimes you feel my presence and sometimes not. However, I want you to know how beautiful you are when you are vulnerable, with your heart fully open, feeling your raw emotions. Tears are a way to wash your soul of impurities, such as fear and worry. It's a healthy means of releasing painful feelings, so I'm very proud of you for always allowing yourself to cry. I know that it's difficult and that you want the pain to end, and it will, I promise. Just know that your heart heals faster as you allow it to experience all of these feelings. Don't try to stay composed or hold back tears for anybody, not even your children. Cry if and when you need to. People will understand, and if they don't, then that says much more about them than it does about you, because God gave us the ability to shed tears for a healing reason, and it takes a strong person to cry. Saying goodbye is hard. It is difficult. It is very difficult. Let me grab some water, 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so, yes. And I'm getting a lot of anxiety right now. I don't know if that's you or something they struggled with, but I'm having a hard time breathing. Chest pain, which is anxiety. So, we will be together again soon. And water cleanses. Salt water bath, salt ocean. Because our souls are intertwined by shared missions and unfinished business, we are destined to be together. For now, I will be with you in my non-physical form, functioning as a guide and loving companion. While I can't give the guidance that God or an angel would, I can lend my support and strength to help and protect you. It's on page 99, by the way. If that means anything to you, 99. Once your life is complete, we will reunite in spirit form, when I'll remind you of the ways of the wondrous non-physical world. I can tell you now that there's nothing to fear about dying, and yet you must live your life completely in order to fulfill your mission. When the time is right, you and I will have other physical lives together, ones that are perfectly orchestrated to help others and to create spiritual growth for the both of us. Okay. So you will be together again. It's okay to say goodbye. They are ready to transform. So look out for them in the signs, in all sorts of signs, nature, spirit. They're there. As you slowly open your intuition, you will see more messages, lists. Make a list of all the signs and synchronicities that you get, and you will put the messages together with ease. I'm seeing with this card, I'm also seeing, yeah, gardening, like a farm. Interesting. Wish upon a star as well. And Disneyland. I'm seeing Disneyland. The castle. So a playful approach would be to go to Disneyland or any kind of like place that will... Oh, I'm also seeing like Harry Potter. The owl. Universal Studios. So whatever that means to you. Listomania by Phoenix is the song. Thank you so much for that, for watching, and hopefully that resonated. Moving on to 3, 6, and 9.
Transparent. I feel healthy and happy.
Let me move the witch a little closer so I can lean against her. There we go. All right. Interesting. Count your blessings. I will show you who to trust. Let go of control. 2 of bats. Okay. Now, let me grab the song that goes with this reading. So, running to the sea. I could hear them howling from afar. I saw them rush into your car. In the moment, all went screaming wild until the darkness killed the light. I remember running to the sea. So, I remember the ocean. I remember the sea. And I'm seeing car accident. So, yeah, 2 of bats. Difficult search for compromise or balance. And the ace of bat, the 2 of bats is usually the sword. So, and when it's in reverse, all the cards have been reversed today. So it's about deception, being blind to someone's manipulation. And it's, love, friendships, and whatever, business, career. If your intuition's telling you that someone is dishonest, pay attention and carry out your own detailed investigation to get to the heart of the matter. So, that makes sense. The 2 of bats came through with the kitsune. The kitsune, I always see it as the twin flame card. So, you might be on the twin flame journey here. And the kitsune will help you, will show you who to trust. Because not everybody has your best interest at heart. And I know we want to see the good in everybody, but we also have to be realistic. And I know last year when my heart chakra was so fully open that I just trusted everybody. Even though my intuition said don't, my heart overrode it. I was like, no, but it was a lesson that I needed to learn. And now the lesson is trust your intuition. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. And a lot of people want to use you. That popped up earlier in another reading, so you might want to go back to that. I think that was the first reading. Use somebody. So this was an accident. Whatever this was, not necessarily a car accident, but an accident of sorts. Because we're hearing the howling of, the screeching of the ambulance. Okay, so we're going to go with zombie. And there's a lot of zombies walking around. We know this. So, should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equal so that they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking? Or do you allow that to happen to you? If you are not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change that. So, yes. How many times do you manipulate people a day? Maybe you were manipulated, maybe you were controlled, or maybe you were controlling them. But I'm seeing that there was control happening. I don't know why the little... Yeah. I'm seeing control. And I'm seeing a grandparent. So either you lost a grandparent or there's a grandparent now that's in your life. They're acknowledging that. And we're seeing the 6 of count your blessings, have gratitude, that you even got to experience this with them, this life with them. They're starting over now. And they feel happy and healthy now. So let's go to the kitsune. So we got zombie, which is control, but it's also, when I see zombie, I'm seeing people on drugs. People on autopilot, just going through the daily motions. People on alcohol. I see them as zombies in a sense of they are no longer in control. Because when we use any type of stimulant, alcohol, drugs, etc., our logical side of our brain shuts off and we're only running on one side. So we're very unbalanced. So I'm seeing that somebody was also had a grip of control that was gripping control of them. Some sort of blue. I don't know what blue, but blue popped up. Yeah, kitsune. Kids soon. Anytime I see that. So it says you're going to have a series of coincidences in which you stumble upon information that reveals the best action to take, whom you can trust in the current situation, and where to best invest your precious energy and efforts. There may be darting red golden movements seen from your eye. Japanese themes may make their way into your life for no apparent reason. So Japanese, something Asian, kitsune, fox, twin flames. Kitsunes often assume human form. So if you have made a new friend and they suddenly appear in your life out of nowhere, after you have lost a loved one, that could be your kitsune trying to guide you. A kitsune will ask you lots of personal questions and prod and provoke your boundaries. For the time this kitsune is assigned to you, and it is unlikely that it is for your lifetime. She will be true to you in all ways. Kitsune are often the go-betweens connecting the Great Spirit and those of us here in this realm. They are delightful, evasive, shy, friendly, and full of mischief, and they will protect you by sharing the secrets they overhear with you. So, and the secrets they overhear are universal secrets as well. The secrets from the universe. Universal knowledge and wisdom. So 21 as well. I'm getting 21. Whatever 21 means to you, that is 3. That is the Holy Trinity. And I'm getting, so 221, 221, 5, freedom. So they are free, and they want you to be free too. So we're going to move on to the pumpkin, the ghost of the pumpkin patch, which is number 1, which is all about new beginnings, independence, Something precious is all about you, but it has become so familiar you can barely see it anymore. It is such a fixture in your life that familiarity has bred, if not contempt, a kind of blindness. The beautiful little girl ghost in the pumpkin patch asks you, very gently, to see the abundance all around you, and to appreciate that while you are in physical form, there is so much you can enjoy. She wishes for you to harvest what is yours, now, and to also take steps to call in any debts and share the bounty. Do not let anyone cheat you, and know that you don't own a single thing. In truth, it will all pass through your hands. But still, ironically, these things you have earned through your hard work are worth protecting. They are not too small. They are not too ordinary. You have more material wealth than you think. So please do count your blessings every day. Yes. Count your blessings while you're still here. They want you to be grateful that you're still here instead of saying, no, why did they have to go? I don't want to be here anymore without them. They don't want that. They want you to count your blessings, that you get to stay here and experience it, and they get to be on the other side helping you, guide you through this game. It's almost like playing a video game, right? You're playing a video game with your friends, and you're on a team, and one of the team players dies, right? In the game. But the team player's still next to you, right? He's still next to you and he's telling you, oh, go left, dude, go left, go right, go, up, down. And they're helping you see things that you might not be seeing. So this is how the other side is. They're next to you. But you're focused on the game, so you're not focusing that they're next to you. You can hear their signs, you can see their guidance, and it's about listening to what they're telling you. So now I usually don't read the unicorn card because the message is blatantly there, but I will read it this time because I have a feeling that somebody needs to hear this. This card wants you to know that your grandparent loves you very much. You have a special bond with a grandmother or grandfather, or both, and their love is helping you right now. No matter what, you and your grandparent will always be connected by this love. You will always love and help each other, even if you're far away from each other. That's because the special bond that you share travels everywhere, even from heaven. Your love makes your grandparent very happy. He or she is also very proud of you and wants to help you discover your hidden talents. If you'd like help from this grandparent, just ask. You can ask her help by holding a silent mental conversation, by writing a letter, or by asking directly. Your grandparent will do whatever is possible to help and probably will help you in an even better way than you could have imagined. The best way that you can help your grandparent is by being happy and healthy. Take really good care of yourself, do the right thing, and you'll continue to make your grandparents very proud of you in all ways. Aww. That was very sweet. I never got to know my grandparents. My two grandparents on my dad's side passed away before before I was a year old. And my mom's grandmother I never met because she died before I was born. And my mom's dad, I met him a couple times, but we didn't have a relationship. So when people talk about the special bond that they have with their grandparents, I'm so happy for them. I wish I could have experienced that, but I know that wasn't meant in this lifetime. So if you have grandparents that love you or that loved you, be grateful. Count your blessings because people didn't have that. A lot of people didn't have that. Okay. 6 of Fire. So bravo. This is a time of great achievement and success. People think highly of you and your reputation is excellent. You've made good decisions and worked hard. There may be some sort of public acknowledgement of your contributions, or you may be given an award for your achievements. Good news is on its way. It could be a promotion or a new job offer. New job offer. If you've been struggling right now, I have a feeling that you will not be struggling anymore. Because with gratitude comes blessings. And with intuition comes more blessings because you know which route to take. You connect to a higher realm. So let me show you this card real quick. You see how she's blind. She's got her heart. Cross my heart. It's trust. I'm seeing this card as trust. Even though she's got these bats that look like they're going to attack her, she has faith She doesn't need to see. She's got her heart. Nobody can hurt her heart. She is protected. She is always protected. So that's that. Okay, so now we're going to move to, what was the song again? No, it was a good one. Running to the Sea. Okay, so we're going to move to the Talking to Heaven cards now. I feel healthy and happy. So whether they, suffered in this life, they are past that now. I can now do amazing things I never dreamed were possible, and it feels like I'm doing them in a physical body, except I'm so much lighter, freer, and more flexible. So I can do acrobatics if I want. I can fly. I can jump as high as a mountain. I can move instantly between locations. It's magical here. The main thing that I want to emphasize to you, though, is that all the aches, pains, and sufferings went away with my physical body. I can breathe, see, and walk like a healthy young person now. All the limitations of the physical body are gone, and I'm enjoying my spiritual body. I also see how I could have taken much better care of myself physically and enjoyed better health. And I hope you'll take this to heart too. After all, we only get one physical body per lifetime. And it is built to last a lifetime if we take care of it. So like a car, like a house, your body is what guides your spirit. So take care of it. Don't put toxins or poisons in it. And this includes drugs, alcohol, processed foods, things like that. Take care of it. And now, if you don't care about living to a very long time, then sure, enjoy the luxuries of earth. But we must be grateful for the body we were given. Now, we'll move on to If I Had Only Known. And I'm seeing this person liked to hike. They were into nature. They really liked nature. Okay, Mother Nature. While living on Earth, if I had realized just how creative and powerful my thoughts were and their effect on another person, I would have been so much more aware of what I put out. Of course, I have regrets, but now I also realize that these were merely opportunities to grow. We never stop learning here on Earth. My deepest wish is that from my words, you learn to treat another person as you would yourself. Let go of the old earthly patterns of judgment and fear, and make an effort to bring love to everything and everyone who walks upon your path. That way, when you come here, you will have no room for regrets. I promise. I was talking about that in the last reading, so I mentioned that the readings would be cohesive, and indeed they were. We don't want to leave here with unfinished business, because that is how we become a ghost. We stay here until we finish the business. We resolve it. And it's very hard to resolve sometimes. So we want to resolve it all in this life. So in the next, when we pass over, we're free. Free of that regret. Free of that, wish I coulda, woulda. Did this. Forgiveness. Control. Let go of control. The universe will show you who to trust. The universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones that have passed on, your ancestors will show you who to trust. All you have to do is be grateful for their guidance, be grateful for what you have, and they will send you these messages. Because victory is yours, the Six of Fire. 22:16. 2:1:6. Okay, and running to the sea. I'm seeing a love for nature, a love for the ocean, a love for hiking, a love for the beach. Loving grandparents. And victory. Victor. Victory. Okay, well that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you had a message in here that resonated with you and that was particularly for you. And yeah, zombie. Let go of control. That is all. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this reading and would like your own personalized reading, please feel free to contact me. Thank you so much, everybody. Namaste.